You know, it's so nice to be in the place of tranquility, like I am now in the fjords close to my home. And I'm actually on top on the most special ceremonial places of the Scandinavian hunter-gatherers. So you see, I'm following up from my previous two videos here on this channel. And I think it's all fitting because there's so much going on, if you've seen the news, especially in Europe. We are closing in on something that looks like a Fimbul winter for 3 years, and it'll be devastating all over Europe and in many places around the world because the gas shortage, because the high prices of everything, and people are going to suffer. And are you prepared? We've been talking about this also here on this channel, and I guess things are moving faster than we thought. And I think it's time to learn from history. Learn from places like here on how people of the ancient times survived. And if you saw that old video on the mysterious Stone Age people of the far north, well, this is their cult place. One of the two. There's one up here also on the other side where I live. I live just up here in the fjords. There are 350 rock carvings here. Lots of hunter depictions, of course, but also a lot of fertility. And more on this other place. There are 2,000 rock carvings there. And right here, I'll tell you before I continue with the other stuff I was talking about. Here is Norway's oldest factory, because here they made axes out of flint over a period of 4,000 years. I want to check that place out. It's really easy to see where they took out all the stone or the flint to make these axes. And it was right here where a battle axe culture, we call them, but they were part of the corded ware. In Scandinavia, we call them battle axe. But they were Jamnaya. They were the warriors who came up north and who came to conquer, which they did everywhere else, but not here up north. Here they made resistance. Sorry, here they... Ooh, I'll sit on the side here. Here they met resistance, unlike anywhere else in Europe, and the only choice they had was to blend together with these people who used to have their ceremonies here. And you know, it's at times like this when we're here, and we should really stick together about these desperate times that we are obviously on our way into. I mean, I've talked about this, the Fimbul winter before the Viking Age, combined with plague and the worsening climate, I guess, in a sense, because it got cold, real cold for 3 years, winter for 3 years. And if you've seen the news, they're talking about it all over now, and so many people around in Europe are concerned what's going to happen this winter with all the warfare, which is not stopping. How many people are going to freeze to death, and who are going to survive, and how? And I say, let's learn from history. Let's have our retreats ready. Let's prepare for the worst, meaning if electricity goes out, internet disappears, oh, that would be a dream scenario for me. How to survive. And I know a lot of young people don't know this, don't know how to move up to the mountains, live out in the nature. But I do know a lot of you who are watching this on my channel. I do know a lot of you are equipped and have that good mindset and maybe survival genes also. Like I've been talking about in my previous videos. We just need to find a way to stick together, stay through it, stand and hold our ground, and afterwards we need to find together again and rebuild just like after Ragnarok, when the old gods who had survived Ragnarok, the sons of Thor, Höna, and some of these other gods, rebuilt society, and then the Viking Age started. And on a final note, I think one thing I've talked about in my previous 2 videos is how geography matters. And up here, this far north, there's been disasters in history that just have affected Europe greatly. And if you read history just on these disasters, 3,000 years ago, probably 2,200, 2,300 BC, meaning 4,200 years ago, and 1,500 years ago, and the Black Plague, and it all. There are so many similarities in these different time, burst of times of man. But the aftermath is also quite similar in all these time periods. And that's where we see that society has shifted and languages, evolved, I guess that's the way we should say it, which they did. And new hierarchies emerged, new elites emerged, and people rebuilt. They did. And so are we, if we are going to survive this indeed. So I hope you enjoy me having a little reflection here with these old ancient rock carvings down here. A fertility cult, used to stay here. And did I say that this factory over here? 4,000 years, that's how long the factory was working, building or I guess constructing axes out of flint, distributing them all along the coast and all around Scandinavia even, for 4,000 years, until the warriors from the steppes came and had their own weapons, and things really changed. And that was about 4,000 years ago here. And my straight paternal line, my DNA, this haplogroup I1, survived. Probably in this area. That's pretty cool to think of. And how about you? Will you survive? I know a lot of you who are subscribers on this channel will definitely survive, and here's a toast to you. We'll get through this, but we'll have to meet it with open eyes.